Welcome to the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, the season opening event of the ARCSOA Elite Series World Championship. This is the 27th year of ARCSOA, and quite possibly it is one of the largest, most crazy years ever. We are starting a month earlier than we've ever started before. It is very cold. It has been on and off rain today. Expect this race to be a very, very difficult race going forward. On the grid, you will see 36 drivers of the 42 chartered teams. Just because you're chartered doesn't mean that you're guaranteed a spot on the grid. It just means that you're allowed to attempt every race this year. There are 40 races all over the world this year, and that means that there are plenty of chances for drivers that a lot of people wouldn't have guessed to possibly get an ARCSOA Elite Series victory. And considering the majority of these drivers have never competed in ARCSOA before, as ARCSOA has bought a number of different championships all over the world, a number of different minor series all over the world, a lot of these drivers are new faces that you probably have not seen before. And if you have, they are stars in other forms of motorsport all over the world. You will see some of these people today take part with this racetrack. On the screen now, you will see part of the starting grid coming up on the screen right now. I will also go through some of the highlights right here and now. And the field rolls off here for the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. This is Zayden Davidson on the pole here, with Sean Perkins driving the Team Thunder Lancer Evo up there as well. He is going to be starting second in a team that we really didn't expect to be that high up the grid. The Team Thunders. Vince Freeze is third. Aiden Shepard is fourth. There is Ingrid Hadeland. The Queen is in fifth. She is, of course, known as a very strong European touring car driver. Dylan Speeds is sixth. Speeds is another driver that is Hadeland's teammate. Watch Speeds to be particularly strong. Ryan Matthews is up there, and alongside of Matthews, you have Takumi Hirano. Lance Calvin and DJ Curtis are up the grid there. And you've got Carter Fitzgerald and Bethany Woodard on the grid as well. These are two independent cars. The Lycoya car company has their Invader in the series, and the Matthews Motorsport has built their own car, and it actually seems quite strong. Caitlin Tannehill and Tyler Thaber. Great to see Thaber back full-time for Toyota. Cody Lamas, the reigning ARCSOA Elite Series champion, is back there with Anthony Griffith alongside. Rich Roy and Ethan Kiterman are back there. Oh, and in the MDR, Noah Hart back full-time this year for Ferrari. Greg Woodard, Daniel Bouchard in the Ford there. Gretchen Faust, Zachary Fitzwater, Ayapo Esalami, Eric Monaco, Ethan Moore back full-time after his very public recovery efforts from substance abuse issues. Bobby Jones, and that is Eric Monaco again. Missed that one there. Ilkin and Griffin up there with Abbott and Sean Ard. His teammates on the pole. Sad to see Ard this far back. Austin Sanders in the Tesla. Allison Holiday. You've got the Silverspeed of Nick Pericles towards the back of the grid. Silverspeed does not have a very strong car. And Austin Silverspoon and Mika Misaki is on the back row of the grid today. 70 laps around the American 700, or not the American 700, what am I talking about? Around the Road Atlanta circuit. The Grand Prix of Road Atlanta is a very difficult track for a lot of people to get right. Going to be very interesting to see who is going to be the victor at the end of this race. Here we go. Zayden Davidson takes the green flag here at the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, and off we go down to turn number one there. Down to turn one now. Looks like Davidson got a great start over Perkins there, who's back full-time. Of course, the American 700 champion a number of times there. Up the hill, Vince Freeze slots into third. There is Aiden Shepard in fourth, with Dylan Speeds now in fifth, getting by his teammate Ingrid Hadeland. And then further back, we have some very close racing back here as well. Down up the hill they come. Any issues up through this valley here are going to be magnified if they cannot keep control of their car. Look at Eric Monaco trying to make an outside move on his teammate. That would be Zachary Fitzwater, but so far so good. Everybody gets a great start here at Road Atlanta, down through the twin corners, down to the long backstretch here. Vince Freeze is now trying to pass Sean Perkins here. The DNC driver not going to get the spot there right off the bat. but it's going to be very difficult for him to get by there. He's going to have to make a move down into the hairpin. It looks like Zayden Davidson has a big lead, though, after the first lap. Coming up and over the hill, Zayden Davidson is coming down towards the chicane. Didn't mean to move that there. Getting used to these no camera controls here, where you don't have the bar. And through the chicane there, we've got a great start so far. Up move there by Gretchen Faust and Daniel Bouchard duking it out there. Up and over the hill here. Congrats to Zayden Davidson for leading the first lap here. No issues on the first lap here at Road Atlanta. That's very, very strange here for this Road Atlanta circuit here. Oh, but we got a battle heating up further up the field. That's Dylan Speeds on Aiden Shepard. Speeds is looking very strong here in that BMW here. One of the fastest cars for preseason testing was the BMW Catalan Sport Team. Not going to get the spot there, and that's actually going to put him in position to have Ingrid Hadeland, his teammate, the very famous European touring car driver, start chasing him down to get down the track here. Hadeland is, of course, known as the queen of European touring car racing. Through the two twin corners again here. Great start by Hadeland. Oh, we have Rich Roy with problems in the 14 car, the first casualty of the season so far. Looks like he's got some type of a tire problem. He's probably going to have to come down pit road in the 14 car. Not a great start for Rich Roy here. That is going to be him probably coming down. No, he's not coming down pit road, so he must have spun out there. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. Well, Rich Roy, I guess, is already just pitted. So, pitted on the first lap. I'm not sure what the whole thought process behind that is, but the Roy Inc. cars, they seem to be trying something, and it looked like a pretty scheduled stop, so I'm not sure why they would have stopped there, but we'll see how this plays out for Rich Roy. The top three has broken away from the rest of the pack pretty well here, and down to the hill they come now. Actually, Perkins was really closing in on Davidson there in the lead, but it looks like it's going to be very difficult here for Perkins to get by, I think, with these new cars. They're a little bit bulkier and don't handle as well as they used to. So Perkins is going to have to do a lot of work here to get by Zayden Davidson. However, that could be that could be pretty easy on pit strategy, though. First incident of the day came with Austin Sanders, and that would be Ethan Moore. And around he goes off of Bobby Jones's bumper. Nearly takes out Jones again there, and Sanders' Tesla would have a big issue there. Tough break for Austin Sanders there. He would actually have to pit. Later on in that lap, we had another incident with the other Tesla driver getting into Ilkin. Into the wall they go. There goes the Tesla over. That's of Carol Abbott. And around goes Abbott right there. And they would both continue onwards. Ilkin would have to pit as well, so the Teslas did not get off to a great start there. Both of which I think were at fault for their respective incidents. Also here on lap 5, Caitlin Tannehill would be the first other car other than Rich Roy to bring it down pit road here. No damage on Tannehill there, but this is going to be a very interesting pit stop as Tannehill is on pit road. Kind of early for a pit stop here for the Grand Prix Road Atlanta. There's Ilkin coming in as well. Ilkin, of course, is in there for damage repair. We have another backstretch incident here on lap number 7. This is between Dylan Speeds and Takumi Hirano. And Dylan Speeds, this is, of course, running pretty high in the order. This is a top 5 spot here. And our top 6, yeah, that was actually top 5 there. Hirano and Speeds go around. And Speeds would actually have to bring it down pit road, as would Hirano as well. So that's going to be a big damage repair job for both of them. Caitlin Tannehill would have more problems here on lap 10 and would have to bring it back down pit road again here. This is not the start of her ARCSOA Elite Series career that she would have liked. Caitlin Tannehill with all kinds of trouble there. Tough break. Ilkin in again as well. Vince Freeze and Sean Perkins are going to do battle here. This is again on lap number 7. And I apologize, that last clip was a replay of Tannehill coming in again with Ilkin. I apologize, that was not a lap 10 incident there, as that was a very good move there by Vince Freeze to get by Sean Perkins there. And now Freeze has really closed in here on Zayden Davidson here for the race lead. This is very important to see what's going to happen here with Zayden Davidson, as Davidson's been pretty dominant all day. So this could be a very intriguing battle as this goes on. Nick Pericles is normally a dead so. We got cars off. That's Fitzwater, and somebody else went off there. Looks like Bouchard went off, but I was going to say, Nick Pericles is normally a dead sir around this track and has won the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta before, but Silver Speed does not have a car that is very strong today. Also looks like Carter Fitzgerald maybe has some damage there. Very slow Carter Fitzgerald. There goes Pericles by both of them there. I'm wondering if Fitzgerald had something to do with, oops, wrong way. Had something to do with the incident with Bouchard and Fitzwater there. Let's go back and take a look. No, Carter Fitzgerald just kind of broke down here in the middle of the S-Bend complex here at Road Atlanta. Fitzgerald breaks down, and, well, everybody's got to do a good job getting around her here. And, whoa, there goes, that's Anthony Griffith by there. And everybody's just kind of being held up there. And actually, I think some oil that maybe got dropped by Fitzgerald caused the incident with Fitzwater back there. Let's take a look at that. And here we go. Fitzwater sliding all over the track there. Loses it on his own. And right there, Bouchard just got tagged there. And into the wall they go. The tire wall they go. Tough break for Daniel Bouchard there, the Canadian driver. Didn't get a great start there to his ARCSOA Elite Series season. Aiden Shepard from P4 is bringing it down pit road here. I am going to check quickly what lap this is. This is lap 12 of 70. Shepard is pitting kind of early, actually, here. I'm not sure if this is scheduled or not, but interesting pit strategy call here by the Ferrari Brigade. And right now, Daniel Bouchard, the lap car, comes out right in front of Sean Perkins here. We're going to see how easy it's going to be for Perkins to get by Bouchard here. ARCSOA Elite Series World Championship stewards do not take kindly to lapped cars being jerks out there. So I'm interested to see if Daniel Bouchard pulls off to the side quite easily here and lets the 44 go by. I'm guessing this will be a probably, but I just got to take a look here. Maybe not that easy. Well, Perkins has all the room in the world to get by, and well, there, nope, maybe not. He's kind of holding up there. I'm not sure what Perkins is doing. Why don't you pass Bouchard? But you've lost all kinds of time up to the two leaders here who are pitting this time. So I guess that was a scheduled stop there for Aiden Shepard there. As here comes Perkins in as well. Hadland's in. Sanders is lapped down. Is Lance Kelvin on the lead lap? Yes, he is. First car staying out looks like will be the Bethany Woodard car, followed by Cody Lamas and reigning champion Cody Lamas and Tyler Thaber back there. Could be an interesting pit strategy call here if this works out for them here. This is currently the battle for the lead, but remember, these three all have to pit. Coming out of the pits, though, we got Vince Freeze all over the back of Zane Davidson, not Sean Ard. There Ard's in the other car that's very identical looking. As we go a little further back, there's Sean Perkins coming out. Shepard got in front of Hadland there. That's a very interesting point of contention there. Calvin gets out in front of Curtis, who Curtis is on the lead lap despite his teammate really struggling here. Tannehill is, of course, a lap down. Is Hirano on the lead lap? No, Hirano is a lap down, I believe. Maybe not, actually. No, they're on the lead lap in their damaged cars, actually. So, but remember, they're two on a different pit strategy, those two are, as the rest of the field here. Back there, you got Anthony Griffith. That's Eric Monaco and Noah Hart back there. Top 25 get points, so a lot of these drivers are still currently in point-paying conditions as we stand right now. We had some pit road contact here as we're going to look at Ethan Kiterman here. And who is that? That was one of the Roy Inc. cars that hit him. Let's see who that was. That'd be Rich Roy himself there, so not sure if I really like that move there, but oh well, sorry. And that would actually hurt Kiterman more than it would hurt Roy. Bethany Woodard did gain a number of spots now that she is pitted, up in 6th position here. Going a little further back, you got Cody Lamas in front of DJ Curtis there. Two championship contenders, I do think so. A little further back, you have some of the other cars here that have already brought it down pit road here. Ryan Matthews really cutting through the Marlon Exodia there of Takumi Hirano. Further up, you've got the damaged car of Dylan Speeds as well. That's going to be something to watch as this race continues. Ethan Moore with an incredibly slow pit stop here in the 87 car, I believe that is. They are taking their sweet time. Maybe a problem for Ethan Moore. They changed the tires, but something is definitely not right with that team. That's not going to be good for poor Ethan Moore. Tough break for him there. And I apologize, Caitlin Tannehill is on the lead lap, just on a very radically different pit strategy here. Like I said, Caitlin Tannehill only pitted once, not twice. But she is on a different pit strategy than everybody else, and that's going to be very interesting going forward, because how will that pit strategy play into her battling everybody else? It's going to be a big question here. Battle for the lead now is heating up between Zayden Davidson and Vince Freeze here. Both drivers have never won the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. I don't believe Davidson's ever won an ARCSOA Elite Series race, ever. This could be very interesting here for both drivers here if they can pull off this victory, because the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta is mainly a prestige bonus here, as we're not doing double points this year. ARCSOA just stated that we're not doing double points. So I apologize for that if I said in the preseason testing video that we would, but since there's so many races, double points aren't really that necessary. To be honest, oh, looks like Davidson loses control. We got losing a little bit of the back end there, and we got a new leader. Vince Freeze takes the lead of the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Freeze to the lead. The Marlon Exodia of Takumi Hirano has pitted and now rejoins the race, though, on a different pit strategy and with a damaged car. But that different pit strategy could put Hirano in a good spot later. Bethany Woodard now is starting to get challenged a little bit here by Lance Calvin here in the 28 car. That's going to be a very interesting battle to watch as well going forward, because, well, I believe that is for a top 5 position right now. Oh, Kiterman's back out there. Good to see Kiterman back out on track. We have chronicled the Silver Speed struggle to get the grasp of this Mercedes, as Ryan Griffin is currently, I believe, running in 20th now that he got by a Salemi, who was a noted weapon in preseason testing. A Salemi was. The Mercedes cars are not very strong right now for the Silver Speed Brigade. I'm interested to see if they can pick up points as time goes on as well. Big battle now heating up for second position between Sean Perkins and Zayden Davidson. Davidson has really struggled with that 84 car, and through the chicane that last time, lost a ton of time to Perkins here, and it looks like the tires are falling off on that 84. And the 44 of Perkins, the rotating door car of Sean Perkins' 44 car, is going to try and get underneath here. Perkins is not known as a road racer, normally known for his American 700 prowess and large oval prowess. Oh, we got battling side by side. This isn't going to be good. Davidson's off the road. Is he going to come back and get Shepard? Yes, he is. And there goes everybody out. Shepard and Davidson off there. Hadeland up to third position. We're on board now with Aiden Shepard from 4th. This is not what you wanted to see if you're Aiden Shepard, one of the unluckiest men in ARCSOA Elite Series history. And you see the accident take place in front, and he thinks he's going to clear it, but no. Maybe a little bit more of a back out there would have helped Shepard. Let's go back and take another look at this, because this is a very high-profile incident here with a very ill-handling Davidson car and a pretty good Sean Perkins Team Thunder Mitsubishi here. And it looks like, oh no, this is the lap before, I apologize here. But as you can see, actually the Thunder car got a little loose there. Now we're on the lap we want here. As we go around this track here, you're gonna see here, going up the hill, you see Davidson's really struggling for grip here. And as you get a little close here, through the chicane at the top of the hill here, down through the S's, looks like, well, Perkins makes a good move there. And Davidson just can't keep control of his car there. Slides into, wrong way there. Slides into Perkins, and around he goes and just collects a 16. That's a racing deal, I think. And Davidson's really struggling with grip on that car as he's just let the lap car of Kiterman pass him. And the Audi TT here, and now you got Lance Calvin all over the back bumper of Davidson here. I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty merciful pass here. If I'm Davidson, I'd just let him go at this stage and maybe hit the tires, because that car clearly isn't handling the way he wants it to. Carter Fitzgerald was the first car out of the race with gearbox trouble that we documented here, but here were cars 2 and 3 that are probably going out here. That is Allison Holiday and Bobby Jones there. in an incident right there. And you're going to see this again here. We're going to see how Holiday has a great run here on Jones. And Jones just isn't paying attention there. Runs Holiday off the road and they go into the hay bales. So tough break there for both drivers right there. I think they're both going to fall out. Oh, we got a Tesla with battery problems now. Austin Sanders, who has not had a great start to his ARCSOA Elite Series career, has some battery trouble and has pulled out into the pit lane. Tough break there for the Sanders brigade. Race leader Vince Freeze has really been struggling with Carroll Abbott in the Tesla. Abbott has been a problem, as the Teslas have been a problem through all preseason testing, just being highly annoying and been kind of the villainous team here, as we're going to see how easy it is for Freeze to finally get by Abbott. Abbott's fighting back, and I think Freeze is just letting her go at this stage, because you don't want to get into too big of a fight with a lap car, but if you're a lap car, you also have to kind of get out of the way. Oh, Freeze throws it off the road! Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no! That's bad! And Freeze drives it into the tires! Who's that going to put in the lead? It looks like Hadeland takes the lead. Where's Perkins in all of this? Did Perkins pit? Let me see. Oh, yes, Perkins. Wait, Perkins must have thrown it off the road, too. Yes, he did. So Hadeland's in the lead. Oh, I am sorry. Perkins pitted. So right now, Hadeland's in the temporary lead, but Perkins has brought it down pit road here. Let's see where Hadeland is. So Hadeland's in the temporary lead here. Thought it'd just be easier to go around this way. Apparently not. But Hadeland is in the lead of the race as Vince Freeze threw it all away there. However, he's currently, I still think, running in temporarily second right now. But he has a lot of damage to that car. Interestingly enough, Hadeland has not pitted yet. I'm wondering what's going on here. Could it have been that Perkins got damaged from that incident with Davidson, maybe? And Hadeland's now the official leader of this race? Or is Perkins just short pitting? Good question. But Freeze has all kinds of damage to that car there. And I'm a little concerned about him being out there. He's currently battling with Davidson, really holding up some of the cars behind him. Hadeland is bringing it down pit road another lap later here. This is an important pit stop, I believe. As we're going to see, up here comes Davidson, who is in second into the pits. Freeze stays out there along with Lance Calvin there. I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out here. Also, how Hadeland is going to come out with Sean Perkins. And here is Sean Perkins now. And where will Hadeland come out in all of this? Because I think Perkins is the de facto leader. Here comes Hadeland there. Oh, we got a crash further up the track. That's Daniel Bouchard. There is Hadeland compared to Perkins. Perkins has a lot of damage and Hadeland doesn't. But we're going to take a look and see what happened to the damaged Bouchard car there. And there's another car involved as well. That is Noah Hart in the Ferrari with a lot of damage to the 5 car. So Bouchard's a lap down here. Gretchen Faust wants to get by Bouchard. Bouchard doesn't really know that she's there and, well, is being a terrible back marker. And, well, that's how Faust and Hart got involved there. We're on board with Noah Hart here, who had just pitted a lap earlier, so Hart was actually in a top 10 run here, and he just couldn't avoid it. I think that was just Bouchard being a horrible back marker, to be honest with you. Ryan Matthews' view here should give a good view to see what happens here on this track right here. This is, of course, Matthews in. We're going to watch from Ryan Matthews' view here. Gretchen Faust goes underneath Bouchard. Bouchard just keeps coming down, and Matthews gets a spot out of it. Gretchen Faust, though, was the de facto leader at the time because Faust hasn't pitted yet, so Faust brings it down pit road, as does Bouchard. And there's Sean Perkins right there. Oh, no, we're not even on Perkins. And now Perkins is going to take the lead of the race here. He should be, yes, he is in second right there because Faust beat him to the line. However, the Queen, Ingrid Hadeland, is closing in on the limping Perkins car here, and we're not even a half away yet in this race. So, this could be a very shark moment for Hadeland here, preying on the injured fish in front of her. this could be a big move for Hadeland. What's interesting as we look at Noah Hart here is we still have only had 3 cars fall out of the race here, and I believe we're approaching lap 30 of 70, so only 3 cars out of the race. At that stage, that's got to be a Road Atlanta record that we haven't had that many cars fall out. But this is still, the day is still young. What's interesting is Perkins has realized that Hadeland was closing in, and now Perkins has picked up the pace here in the Team Thunder car. As we were expecting this car to be a midfield car, but Perkins has been very strong in that car right now. And here he goes around the Valley Complex here. Oh, wrong way there. Hadeland just is now getting through it, so there's Perkins' car on the screen. There's Hadeland. Hadeland's got to pick up the pace if she's going to have a chance to take the lead on this cycle here, but it's still a long race to go. We're not even a lap 30 yet of 70. One driver that has fallen from grace is Zayden Davidson. He is now flirting in the lower teens to high 20s now in this race because of all the damage he's sustained in the incident with Perkins and Aiden Shepard. Not a great day for Zayden Davidson despite having the pole. Oh, we have another accident here. This is with Anthony Griffith and Ayapo Eslemi. Goes wide there. Griffith gets into Faust, comes up the track. Ryan Matthews with another shocking avoidance there. Vince Freeze gets a big piece of that incident, and they were almost going to throw a safety car for this, but they got that car out of the way really quickly, so no safety car needed there. Hadeland now is stuck behind the very slow Tesla of Carroll Abbott, and we're going to see what Abbott, the lap car, can do here. Abbott forces Hadeland way wide. There is door checking Hadeland. Hadeland doesn't like that, and door checks her back. Oh, you don't want to do that too much if you're a lap car there, Carroll. That's not going to end well for you. Faust and Griffith are, I believe, going to be out of the race, though. And Vince Freeze has a lot more damage to that car after they had just fixed a lot of damage to it. And Freeze is going to have to bring it back down pit road once again, I'm guessing. No, he's not this time. I saw the crew get ready, but they're not pitting him. All right. Ethan Moore on his alternate strategy now brings it down pit road. Moore has had a disappointing return to full-time ARCSOA competition, and Moore has been struggling, to say the least, today. But we'll see how this turns out for him, though. And the war machine of Gretchen Faust would get into another incident here, wrecking Aiden Shepard. I believe Faust would get back on the road, and there goes Shepard into the wall. So Aiden Shepard's day goes from bad to worse. The most unlucky driver on the grid. Probably going to have to pit again. Yeah, it hasn't been a great day for the Ferraris, as there's Shepard. Both Ferraris don't have hoods and have been involved in seemingly huge accidents, so tough break for them both. And Ingrid Hadeland has really closed in on Sean Perkins. Oh, but Hadeland throws it off the road! Right into the gravel pit, and that is Hadeland. And Hadeland actually gets caught in the pit wall there. Tough break for Ingrid Hadeland there. Oh, the Queen had such a run going there. That's going to be a tough break for Ingrid. However, Hadeland would get that car out of the pits, or out of the gravel trap, and would lose a number of spots, but there's not that much damage to Hadeland's car. So Hadeland just overthrew the corner and, well, overdrove the corner and threw it off the road. I'm not sure what they're going to have to do to Hadeland's car, but Hadeland was the fastest car on the track at that time. Meanwhile, Sean Perkins has a big lead over second place Bethany Woodard, but Woodard is faster than Perkins. Cody Lamas is in third. Lance Calvin is in fourth. And I believe that's Greg Woodard in fifth position there. And that's where Hadeland resides in seventh behind Tyler Thaber. Race leader Perkins would bring it down pit road. And just got to keep in mind that this is a part-time job here for Sean Perkins. This isn't full-time. Further up the track, we have now new race leader Bethany Woodard up there. Vince Freeze, I believe, is a lap down now. Yes, he is. And Bethany Woodard now takes over the lead in the Lycoya. Is that an Interceptor or is that an Invader? I said it earlier on the starting grid. But we're going to take a look here. That is an Invader. I am sorry if I said it was an Interceptor. But Bethany Woodard, another rookie here from the short track ranks, doing a great job here, but Cody Lamas is reeling in Woodard pretty quickly here. And we have the 88 of Vince Freeze going a lap down with his teammate Cody Lamas trying to pass him. Normally this would be a pretty easy move to have your teammate get out of the way, but you got to keep in mind, these two drivers don't like each other very much. They've fought for the last 2 championships here, and, well, doesn't look like Freeze is going to make Lamas' life too easy. And I'm sure Francois Dominion and Greg Caraway would really have wanted him to make his life a little bit better there, but he did pull over eventually, so I got to give Freeze a little bit of credit there. But these two drivers do not like each other very much. Sean Perkins is actually struggling to keep Dylan Speeds behind him. They're on different pit strategies here, but Dylan Speeds is actually giving Perkins a real run for his money right now, and Perkins is kind of struggling with that car, so Bethany Woodard could end up taking the lead here on this cycle if Woodard gets a quick pit stop, because doesn't look like, oh, Perkins nearly went off the road there. But Perkins is really struggling with that 4 car, or with the 44 car rather. And now it's Zayden Davidson's turn to throw it off the road down in the chicane, and there's somebody else put a couple tires off there as well, but Davidson, and oh, he loses control of it there. Oh, there was somebody else who really threw it off the road. Is that Ryan Matthews maybe? Yes, it looks like it is. So Matthews also throws it off the road. No damage to Matthews though. Davidson flew it into the pit, or into the tire wall down there. And it actually looks like something broke here on Matthews' car. You just see it kind of kick out there, can't control it, flies up the track, and, well, the warhorse of Faust gets involved as well, and, well, that puts Matthews off into the tires on his own there, and he doesn't have a lot of control of the car there. More calamity down here at this corner as Austin Silverspoon loses control of the car, gets into the 88 car, and they both go out into the gravel, into the kitty litter. And actually, Vince Freeze is probably going to need a tow back, so tough break for Freeze. And Bethany Woodard is on pit road now. Cody Lamas is coming off of pit road. We're going to see, where is Sean Perkins? Perkins is behind Woodard. And that means Bethany Woodard has officially taken over the lead of this event here. So Bethany Woodard is currently leading the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. And Dylan Speeds, despite being in an accident now, is running P3. So it just shows what tenacity means around this circuit. Zayden Davidson would get himself involved in another incident in this event here. He would lose control, go off the side of the track, not be able to control it, and into the tire wall goes Davidson, or into the hay bales, goes Davidson. So Zayden Davidson out of the race, or, well, at least getting a tow back. He might rejoin for all we know. And Sean Ard now in the other Nissan would come out of the pits there, get into Ethan Kiterman, and Kiterman would lose it and go into the end of the hay bales there as well. Those hay bales have been hit numerous times today. Ard would continue. Kiterman would have to get a tow back. Bethany Woodard just set the fastest lap of the race right there. And now we've got a hunt now as a little further back here, as you can see, Perkins for second is being massively challenged by Dylan Speed in the Hadeland Sport car. Fourth is still Cody Lamas. And a little further back, is that Tannehill in fifth? Yes, it is. Caitlin Tannehill on that alternate strategy in fifth. There's Tyler Thaber in sixth position. Eric Monaco quietly into seventh. Ryan Griffin up to eighth. And there's Hadeland down to ninth after having to get some damage repair. There is that Ace Salemi in 10th. Ace Salemi is in 10th there. Rich Roy is in 11th on an alternate strategy there. Nick Pericles is in 12th. Greg Woodard 13th. I believe Abbott's a lap down. 14th is, well, hold on a second here. What happened to the 14th place car? 14th place car must be on pit road, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. That would be Ilkin. And we have a battle for second heating up between Dylan Speeds and the 44 of Sean Perkins now, and Speeds has to get by Perkins pretty quickly because Bethany Woodard is running off into the distance. Oh, well, there's somebody wrecking there. That is Ilkin there off the track. We're going to take a look and see what happened to Ilkin here as Sanders had to slow down. And this actually was right around Bethany Woodard. Comes up into Fitzwater there, and Woodard nearly got collected in that. But Ilkin would just spin around coming out of the pits. Not a clear pit road exit there. That was kind of a silly move there by Ilkin. And Bethany Woodard's in very heavy lap traffic now. And down the backstretch here. Very difficult to maneuver around some of these cars here as they get down to the chicane. Bethany Woodard, and that's Daniel Bouchard here. Excuse me there. And Woodard is just trying to find the easiest way around Bouchard here without letting time falter in for the, oh wow, that's That's Perkins. Perkins is also stuck behind some pretty heavy lap traffic as well here. And I believe the Marlon there of Hirano is battling with Ty Silverspoon there, so that's going to be a very difficult fight for them both there. Going to the roof cam here. Oh, wow. That was very easy pass there by Silverspoon, or very easy lap job there by Silverspoon. And the Silverspoons aren't typically great at being lapped here. Also, Cody Lamas now on the back bumper of Dylan Speeds, the reigning champion now. Oh, there's contact. Speeds is off, and that's going to be Speeds out of the race right there. Lamas is involved, so the DNC Brigade has a pretty poor result there. Ilkin involved as well. And this is another view of this Carnival of Chaos race right here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a rookie move there by Dylan Speeds, and oh, well, Silverspoon had to go off because he was trying to avoid the accident there. He was watching it in his rearview mirror, and, well, that's going to be Speeds out of the race. Bethany Woodard now is closing in on Ryan Matthews, who has developed a bit of an engine problem with his car. It looks like he might be down a cylinder of some type. Not going very quickly there, but had a problem and had to get it fixed on a pit stop cycle because he was up in the top 10 there for a bit, but I know he got involved in that little fracas there that he was involved in, but he didn't lose that much time from that. And they're coming up also to Vince Freeze, who's had a miserable day for the DNC team. And Bethany Woodard's just going to have to get through this pack cleanly. And everyone that's been trying to pass Sean Perkins has ended up in the wall. So Sean Perkins gets away with another one here. And now you've got Matthews getting by Freeze here, who's a lap down. And you've got a lap car trying to unlap himself. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a close call there between Matthews and Freeze. Down the hill they go in front of race leader Bethany Woodard. You don't want to get involved in that, Bethany. I'd kind of back out of that until somebody wins that battle. Even though it shouldn't really be a battle because Freeze should just be letting them both go by because Freeze is 2 laps down compared to Matthews 1. And, well, that's kind of how that worked for at least Ryan Matthews there, but Bethany Woodard's got to find a way around both of them. And this is really slowing her down in comparison to Sean Perkins behind. And you can tell how unhealthy Sean Perkins' car is because the Marlon Exodia of Takumi Hirano is actually unlapping himself on Perkins. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, damage everywhere, debris everywhere from that. But Perkins is going to, I think, have to let him go. Because Perkins' car is not as strong as it should be. And somehow Lamas is still in third. Don't know how that is, but Lamas is in third position. Kind of surprising there. Actually, that puts Faber in fourth as well there. Back in fifth, you got Ryan Griffin, who's been absolutely nowhere all day. And Ingrid Hadeland's back up to sixth with Eric Monaco in seventh. And then the two Roy Inc. cars in eighth and ninth. And that's Tannehill, who had a really slow pit stop down in 10th, or who's already pitted on the alternate strategy. Pearsley is up there in 11th. Woodard 12th. Lance Calvin, not sure what happened to him, but he must have had a horrific pit stop there, as did DJ Curtis. Perkins and Lamas bring it down pit road here to get their cars worked on. I'm guessing Lamas is going to have a long pit stop here to try and fix some damage on that car. Perkins gets back out there, and that car actually looks pretty good right now, minus a couple of scuffs there. But it's going to be a long race for Perkins to try and get back up there, especially if nothing happens to Bethany Woodard. Aslemi and Monaco have brought it down pit road now, and that is a top 10 fighting spot as well for both of them. They're trying to short pit. There goes Perkins blasting by. Perkins had a quick stop. And out of a top 10 running spot here, you're going to see Rich Roy blows up. That's it for the 14 car. Rich Roy falls out of the race there. Tough break for that driver. Let's give a shout out to the Mentorvini MARCO1, led by Mika Misaki here. 14th position. We didn't expect the Mentorvini team to be that high up the grid, but it just so happens to be the case. Good job by Misaki to be up that high. Again, Road Atlanta tends to be a race of pure survival, and it's proving that way again this year. I think we're just under 20 to go. Daniel Bouchard was finally put out of everybody's misery as he merges in front of Greg Woodard there. And, well, I think Woodard is going to keep going there, but Bouchard will not. And Woodard's going to have to deal with the damage because of that, while his sister and teammate is in the lead. So Bethany Woodard continues to lead this race here. As we go further back in the order here, there's Sean Perkins in second. Third position is actually Caitlin Tannehill on that weird strategy she is on. Great to see Tannehill that high up the order, but again, Perkins is struggling with lap traffic as there's about an 8-second gap between Woodard and Perkins. And Cody Lamas would break down on track here, pulling off out of the racing line there. Lamas would limp it home though, but fall out of the race, or at least require a tow back. Bethany Woodard has a huge lead right now. Oh, but she loses the car and into the gravel she goes! And Bethany Woodard throws it all away. Had a huge 10-second lead and threw it away. Oh, goodness here. There goes Perkins now fighting with Woodard. Perkins blasts by in the lead. Bethany Woodard threw it all away there. Not great by Woodard. However, Woodard is still racing with Sean Perkins now. And we're going to see if Woodard, even though having major right side damage, can keep up with Sean Perkins is a big question here. I don't think she's able to, though. Although she's not losing that much time on the Perkins car. However, Mid-Atlantic Motorsports is using the opportunity of Woodard and Perkins kind of duking it out there to bring Caitlin Tannehill down pit road, because Tannehill's a threat to win this race if pit strategy plays out right here. Tannehill's bringing it down here, and maybe Tannehill can go the rest of the race on this as being her last stop, but she's going to be close, to say the least. Sean Ard on pit road now, trying to get work done to his car after beating up the left-hand side through just pure battling out there. This race is truly a war, and some drivers are losing that war, it seems. And Bethany Woodard, despite having damage, is fighting back with Sean Perkins now. Closing in ever so close here on Sean Perkins now. And oh, very late on the brakes there. Woodard is really hammering at that car, trying to catch up to Sean Perkins because she knows that she's going to have to pit again. And then you've got the Caitlin Tannehill equation. Will Tannehill play a factor in this race? Because Tannehill was right behind Perkins before she had to pit. And now they're even closer. The two of them, Bethany Woodard versus Sean Perkins. Perkins has more straight line speed than Woodard, but Woodard seems to have the better cornering ability in the Lycoya versus the Team Thunder Mitsubishi. This is getting very, very close and very, very tight at the front of the field. The Thunder car does blast down the straights, though, which Woodard just can't keep up, but if you look in front of the Thunder car there, you have the lap car of Carol Abbott, who has been a rolling chicane all day. Meanwhile, Tyler Thaber runs third. But we're not also taking into account the Caitlin Tannehill equation. Where is Tannehill on track right now? I believe Tannehill is back on the straightaway here, so Tannehill could be a fighter for this win if Tannehill can keep the tires and fuel in that car. Tannehill is doing a fuel mileage run here, and Caitlin Tannehill could be a factor as this race continues. A short pit maybe gives the Mid-Atlantic driver a victory. Ingrid Hadeland down pit road now, and this could be a very interesting pit strategy call here in the midfield. Hadeland was expected to come in and raffle stomp everybody, and, well, hasn't been able to do that today. So Hadeland getting normal service done to the 51 car. But Tannehill's been having issues with Lance Kelvin, and actually Tannehill goes off the road here and comes back on behind Lance Kelvin here. Kelvin is going to be a factor for Tannehill, and this could cost her her maiden ARCSOA Elite Series race on debut. And we have an incident between the two Ryans. Ryan Griffin, who was running fourth, catches up on the Ryan Matthews car, who was out of control there. And Ryan Griffin, with intense rear end damage there from that, he cannot be too happy with Ryan Matthews there, who has struggled with the 06 car all day. And Eric Monaco now is going to have to try and get by both of them. And oh, Monaco gets forced wide by Matthews there. I don't think Matthews is going to make a ton of friends today after that right there. Remember what I said about Ryan Matthews not making many friends? Add Eric Monaco to that list. He wouldn't get out of the way. Monaco loses control of the car. Hirano involved. That'd be Ilkin involved and a Salemi involved in that incident as well. Ryan Matthews, you might be getting a strike after this race, I think. There might be a number of strikes because of this race. And for the third lap in a row, Ryan Matthews can't seem to hold on through the S-bends and gets it into the hay bales. So Ryan Matthews is really struggling with those S-bends, and that could be a problem as this race keeps going. Sean Perkins and Bethany Woodard pit together. This will be interesting to see where Tannehill falls into all of this. Also, somebody else is out there as well. Trying to see who that is. We're going to go back, I believe here. That is the Matthews car there. Finally, it looks like Matthews pits the car there. And here we go. Where is Tannehill? There's Tannehill. Not going to be enough. Got held up too much there, Caitlin Tannehill did. And I don't think she's going to get the lead because of it. Got held up way too much there by a slow pit stop. Gets by Bethany Woodard, who's getting damage repaired on that car, but not going to get Sean Perkins. I believe that actually puts Lance Kelvin in second as well. However, Tyler Thaber, with only 10 to go, still has not pitted yet. And this could be a factor for a position further up the track. And I'm sorry, I thought that was Ryan Griffin on pit road, or Ryan Matthews on pit road. He has just been on and off pit road quite a lot, actually, with issues with that car. So, again, it is now the Tyler Thaber show, as he is still not pitted yet. We believe he still has to, because I didn't see him pit. And, oh, is there issues with Mita Misaki there? I'm not sure, but we're going to go back and take a look and see how Misaki got on pit road. And, oh, man, Minervini was going to get out of this cleanly. Also, Silver Spoon off the track. But Minervini was having a great day, and then the motor grenades. What can you do if you're Mita Misaki? You were the cleanest car all day. The only car without a scratch until Fitzwater just going by and scraped up your car there. There goes Bethany Woodard. And, well, that's it for you. Also, Lance Calvin on pit road now. He hadn't pitted yet, so that's why he was in second position. And Misaki's car dumped oil on the track. That's going to put Sanders off the road, Austin Sanders off the road, and that's actually going to put, more importantly, Caitlin Tannehill off the road as well. So both drivers off the track. Tyler Thaber rejoins the race quite a ways behind, who is this? Sean Perkins. So it's actually Greg Woodard's up in, I believe, second position right now, but I'm not sure if he's pitted yet. No, Woodard is a lap down behind Perkins here. So actually, Faber is still in second position, I believe. And there goes the Marlon Exodia of Takumi Hirano. Tough break for the driver of that car there. Takumi Hirano. Again, another warhorse who had a lot of problems early on in the race. Was running top 5, I believe, at one point in this race, but had a lot of bad luck striking. And, well, that's going to be it for Takumi Hirano there. Can't really help it there. There goes race leader Perkins by, oh, contact with Sean Perkins. Oh, that wasn't great, but, yeah, got to be careful about that, to be honest. Has that left any damage to Sean Perkins' car, though, that might make him a threat for Tyler Thaber? That's a good question, I think. Tyler Thaber does not have long to go in this race. 6 laps. He's 6 seconds back, but on the last lap, he gained a full second on Sean Perkins. This could be a chance for Tyler Thaber. And the only, I think, completely undamaged car still out there. Sean Perkins might be under threat by Tyler Thaber, who's only ever won, I believe, on a super speedway. Keep that in mind. Again, another lap down and another second cut out of the lead that Sean Perkins has with only 4 laps to go, I believe, or, yeah, 4 to go. But I don't know if he's got time. I really don't know. Going to be a question of 10 Sean Perkins, or 10 Tyler Thaber cut out more than a second a lap there. Again, it's another question of I don't know if that's possible. Ethan Moore now blows the motor, and there goes Sean Perkins by. Ethan Moore, again, tough break for him, blew the motor there. I mean, welcome to this type of a race now. It's now just straight reliability. With only 3 to go, Zachary Fitzwater and Greg Woodard get into an accident. Woodard was running in the top 5. So Woodard, or top 10, sorry. And so Woodard would actually fall out of the race from this incident, as would Fitzwater, I believe. Tough break for both of them. And Tyler Thaber has a mechanical problem right now on that car. Tough break for Tyler Thaber. He is on pit road right there. With only 2 to go. Only 2 laps to go. Sean Perkins is about to take the white flag lap here for Team Thunder. And Team Thunder has had a great race today. He has been one of the luckiest drivers today. White flag is out for Perkins. Down the track he goes. And this is very, very interesting. Perkins flies up the hill. There's no one around him. Second place, I'm not exactly sure who even is in second. There's Fitzwater there. I'm trying to see because I don't like these camera angles right now. Gosh, is it that far back? I believe it's Lance Kelvin, actually. Yeah, it is. It's Lance Kelvin. Almost a half a lap behind Perkins. And Perkins has just been spectacular today. He shows up for big events, and this is a big one here. The Grand Prix of Road Atlanta coming down the backstretch for the final time. Perkins flies up and over the hill. Been a wonderful showing by Sean Perkins now. Up and over the hill, down to the chicane for the final time. Sean Perkins from White House, Ohio, only a part-time driver, comes through the chicane. Qualified second today, but he's going to be a winner. Sean Perkins comes off the final corner to win the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta and the Kenny Myatt Trophy. Once again, an Ohioan wins at the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Of course, Kenny Myatt Trophy has been named after Kenny Myatt, who won this race 7 times in his illustrious career. Myatt actually should be in that car for a couple races later on. But Sean Perkins wins the race. And here we are. Sean Perkins wins the race. Lance Kelvin second. DJ Curtis third. Quiet third place run by Curtis. Fourth place goes to Bethany Woodard. Fifth place goes to Ryan Griffin. Sixth place to Ingrid Hadeland. Seventh place to Caitlin Tannerhill. I keep saying Tannehill, but it's Tannerhill. Eighth place to Nick Pericles. Ninth place to Tyler Faber. And 10th place to Noah Hart, who somehow got on the lead lap after all that. He had a pretty big accident midway through the race. 11th goes to Aiden Shepard. 12th goes to Monaco. 13th goes to Ilkin. 14th goes to Ard. 15th goes to Cody Lamas, the last car to finish the, well, no, last car to finish, but Woodard, Fitzwater, Abbott, and Moore all fell out of the race. Austin Sanders 6 laps down, with Freeze, Hirano, Silverspoon 10 laps down. Miyazaki and Ryan Matthews is the last car to score points. A Salemi, Bouchard, Roy, Speeds, Davidson, Kiterman, Faust, Griffith, Halliday, Jones, and Fitzgerald all fall out of the race here. Let's take a look at your points leaving Road Atlanta. All right, here are the drivers' points after round 1. As you can see, each driver is color-coded by their team, so you can see their teammates very easily, and you'll also see their team name will be color-coded on the constructors table. Sean Perkins on 75, Lance Kelvin on 70, DJ Curtis with 65, Bethany Woodard with 60, Ryan Griffin 55, Ingrid Hadeland 50, Caitlin Tannehill 46, Nick Pericles is 42, Tyler Faber for Toyota is 38 on 38 points, 34 for Noah Hart and 30 for Aiden Shepard. Notice the Ferraris and the Toyotas have pretty similar looks to them, except the Ferraris have yellow font there. Eric Monaco on 27, Sevar Ilkin on 24, Sean Ard on 21, Cody Lamas on 18, Greg Woodard on 15. I think those 2 colors are actually wrong. I have to fix that. Zachary Fitzwater on 13, Carol Abbott on 11, Ethan Moore on 9, Austin Sanders on 7, Vince Freeze on 5, Takumi Hirano on 4, Austin Silverspoon 3, Mika Misaki on 2, Ryan Matthews on 1, and then you go down here, the Roy Inc. cars with no points, Daniel Bouchard with nothing, Dylan Speeds with nothing, Zayden Davidson with nothing, Kiterman with nothing, Faust with nothing, Griffith with nothing, Holiday with nothing, Jones with nothing, Carter Fitzgerald with nothing, and then Kai Dry, Zolt Dormitory, Ty Silverspoon, and Chester Lester Wester did not make the field for this race. Of course, the blameless cars are the only cars we have not seen on the grid so far. Let's take a look at the constructors' standings. And now on number one in points, first in points is Silver Speed, because they were really the only car that had two cars finish high up in the order. Lycoya and Team Thunder are tied with 75 each. Bradley Automotive on 70. Ford Performance Technologies on 65 with Ferrari on 64. Hadeland Sport on 50. Toyota Racing Development on 47. Mid-Atlantic Motorsports on 46. Honda on 40. Middle Deutschland Racing, MDR on 24. Dominion Caraway on 23. Nissan on 21. Tesla on 18. Marlon Factory Team on 4. ARCSOA America on 3. Mentorvini on 2. Matthews Motorsports on 1. Roy Inc. on 0. And Blameless Racing on 0. So those are the points leaving the first race of the championship. The next round is the round of Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we go from the very twisty road course here in Road Atlanta, and then we go to the high banks and abrasive surface of the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. We'll see you then, everyone.